back to Baggin Disc Golf. Today I got something super exciting for you guys. But if you're new here, my name is Anthony. I'm on 2 missions with disc golf. Beat par at 1,000 courses as I travel full time in my van, and cash at a pro tour event eventually. This is my bag, but I don't think I need any of these discs for the week or so. Get all this crap, all this good stuff that I play really well with and I'm really used to and know how to use. That looks a little bit better because we're gonna be throwing all Lonestar plastic for the next week at 5 different courses here in Billings, Montana, and seeing if any of it will make it into my bag, because there are some slots that I do need to be filled. Because I'm pretty sure they send me at least one of every single disc that they make. So here's the plan with this Lonestar Disc series, but real quick, I got it, 1 second. Hey, Ed or Anthony? Yeah? Can you please put a little cowboy hat on my head? Dude, wow, you know, tracking that alone on your head is gonna take forever. You cannot stop moving while you talk. It would be in the theme of Texas plastic, come on. Thank you. So to be honest with you, I got a little over ambitious with filming videos because there are 5 courses in Billings, Montana where I filmed all of this. One that I was at that I'll play first, probably my least favorite course ever now. And you'll see why as those videos do get released. But I wanted to figure out the discs to see if Lonestar had enough in their lineup that could replace my whole bag so that I could go to a challenging course and play a really solid round of disc golf. For me, is normally anywhere from like 3 to 6 down playing blind on a course that is relatively long or challenging or has a lot of elevation. And I filmed this whole process, but it turned out to be like 10 videos. So for this initial Lonestar series, we're just gonna do this video, the unboxing, talking about all the different discs with a little asterisk because there is one that I didn't have access to because it came out after I filmed it. Then we're gonna play the final course after the 4 days that I really got acquainted with Lonestar Disc to see if they have enough discs in their lineup or they have good enough discs that I can go to a course, play it blind, and play it really well like I'm used to doing since I go and do that all the time in my van. Basically seeing if the discs will hold me back or if they can be suitable replacements and are something that you might want to check out for yourselves. And then after that video, we're gonna go over my final thoughts, a lot of videos of throwing the discs, as well as how this whole week laid out, and what I think of Lonestar Plastic overall, and the discs that were my favorite, and the ones that I maybe didn't like as much. You can expect those videos probably by the end of next week, along with my normal tournament vlogs, because I do have a tournament, a B tier this weekend that I'm gonna be playing, as well as a new series called maybe Badanza Battles, maybe give me a better name, because I don't want to steal Bogey Bro Battles, you know? But those videos will also be coming out over the course of this next week and a half, so if I haven't already given you enough to subscribe for, what are you even doing? Just hit the little subscribe button. Let's get back to unboxing and checking out all this, honestly, pretty solid plastic. All right. So this video is not sponsored by Lonestar, but they did send me all of this stuff to try out. And I'll leave some links in the description if you want to pick some stuff up with an affiliate code and support the channel. Let's just see what all these discs are. I've thrown a couple things in the Lonestar lineup, namely the MIDI. My friends had some Warbirds and Bowies, but really nothing else. And I'm excited because there are 2 or 3 discs in their lineup that I'm most stoked about that I don't really have anything in my bag that flies like it. I'm just gonna pull them out in the order that they sent them to me. And I think they also sent me all 4 of their plastic. The first disc is a Lonestar Curl. This is one of the ones that I'm most excited about. This is 153 grams, so super lightweight. Not the most excited about lightweight discs because I already throw everything pretty overstable. Looks like the Curl is pretty similar to my Grace, which is my best flying disc, 11.5 -1.2. This feels already a little flippier, especially in this plastic, which is, I think, the Bravo plastic. Guadalupe, which is a 7.6 -2.2. I'm really excited for these because I don't have any flippier fairways, and I think this will fly pretty well. 155 grams, so also pretty light. I'm really stoked on that. And next is a disc that I didn't even know I was excited for, but just look at this stamp. It's called the Bull Snake 3204. I'm guessing this is going to take the place of my zones in my bag, which is what I throw right now. It has this little ridge along the edge, which feels kind of like a zone, but is much more rounded at the top to make it feel more like a putter. Backhand already feels a little bit deep for my hands. I do have small hands, but this feels even deeper than like my Sky God 4 that I throw. So I'm not sure if I'm going to backhand this at all. And this is in the V2 plastic, which is one of their putter plastics, which feels like just a regular, more baseline putter plastic. Next up is the Dome. I do like these normal stamps, but I'm stoked that they sent me at least this one and hopefully some others that have these really cool stamps. So this is going to be a flippier fairway. I don't have anything in my bag that is like this. Next up is the Chupacabra, which is in Bravo plastic. So it feels a little bit gummy. 9304, so pretty much like Firebird numbers. I don't really have a Firebird in my bag, but I do have a pretty overstable Thunderbird. So I'm hoping this takes the place of that because I love a super overstable fairway. Ooh, this kind of looks like a Halo-ish plastic. Also Bravo plastic, just kind of cool colors. This is the Walker 5304, so it's gonna be an overstable mid-range. I'm interested if it flies like my Justice. It doesn't feel as stiff, and I really like a stiff mid-range, so we'll see how I like it. It feels pretty nice in a forehand grip. The next 3 looks like we got the Lariat 9.5 -1.1. Really excited for this because I think this will probably be a very far-flying disc for me. This is in the Alpha plastic. This is the plastic I like. Really stiff, really premium feeling, kind of like, not quite a Champion plastic. Feels pretty similar to like the Royal plastic that I have in my Graces and Rives. So I am stoked on the Alpha plastic. Next is the Tumbleweed. What a sweet stamp there. The Tumbleweed is a super flippy 10-speed. Interesting, 10.6, -4.1. I'm guessing this is gonna be my bomber turnover disc. I don't throw anything this flippy. Next, oh, this is my favorite stamp. This is the Texas Ranger. I feel like this is their Buzz disc. I've never thrown a Buzz, so I don't really know. 5.5, -1.1. This disc might make a place in my bag because I don't have any super straight mid-ranges. I do have a flippier version of my EMAC Truth, but I'm interested to see how this flies for me because it is also in the Alpha plastic, which is my favorite plastic, especially for mids. Having something stiffer, I feel like I can probably torque over it a little bit, and I feel like it'll hold flight numbers really true. We have like so many discs left. This is insane. Oh, this is the disc I was most excited for, the Warbird. This is like their destroyer-like disc. 12.6, -1.3. Surprisingly, this one has a little bit of like a divot in the middle there. So it's a little bit concave, which is gonna be interesting. It's in their Bravo plastic, so my less favorite plastic of theirs, but it does feel like it's gonna bomb. This feels like it's gonna go so far. And then the other disc I was so stoked for, in their V2, so they're more like grippy plastic, the Armadillo. Oh, 1-speed. I don't have any 1-speeds. I've never thrown them. 1.2.0.1, so kind of like the Lonestar Berg, I would guess. I don't really know. It's got a thumb track, so it feels a little funky in the hands. I feel like it's going to be great on a forehand. This feels awesome. Backhand, I might have to get used to the grip, but I hope that I do get used to it because it looks cool. Next, we have the Jackrabbit, which is another putter in their V1 plastic. So yeah, this is another putter plastic. I have no idea the numbers on this. Where's my phone? 3303, so apparently relatively overstable. I'm guessing this will fly most similarly to like my Sky God 4, but it's a little bit grippier. This plastic, this V1 plastic, feels like it's not going to want to come out of my hand, which can be good, can be bad. I just am not used to it. So next up, we have one disc that you might have heard of from Lone Star, the Penny Putter. This is actually in their Bravo plastic, so premium plastic for the putter. Super just cool looking, feels good in the hand, feels kind of like a Luna, maybe? Except we got the MIDI. This is one that I have thrown before, but I wasn't the biggest fan because I got the glow plastic, and it was just very, like, it wasn't stiff. This is still the Bravo plastic, so not as stiff as maybe I would like, but it feels more stiff than the MIDI that I used to have. So this is an overstable mid-range. I don't know what the difference between this and the Walker is gonna be. This is 5.304. I feel like that's like what the MIDI is. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oh, interesting. This is 5.503 instead of 5.304. Maybe the Walker is gonna be just way more overstable and this might be more throwable. Next is the Mockingbird. This disc feels interesting. It's in the Alpha plastic, so that feels good. It's a little bit domey, but still kind of flat on the top. And 171 grams, so it's a little bit lighter, but it feels maybe like a 6 or 7 speed. Yeah, 7.5 -2.1. So this will be a little flippier. We still have like 7 more discs. Oh, 8 more, because we have the other Penny Putter. This is in V2 plastic, so this will probably be my putting putter. Maybe Jackrabbit. No, I never looked up the flight numbers on this guy. 3.5 -1.1. And that's actually different because Alpha and Bravo plastic, so my other one is 3.402, and in this putter plastic, it's 3.5 -1.1. Probably gonna have a ton of glide. Next, we have one of the other favorite discs that I was excited to get, which is the Harpoon. This is in V1 plastic, so it's a more base plastic, a putter plastic. Basically looks and feels pretty similar to like my Zone, but it's a little bit thinner of a rim. Honestly, it's a little bit too thin for my grip. 4.302, so less stable than the Bull Snake, but also faster. So probably more similar to like a Jawbreaker, an ESP Zone, something that does go a little bit straighter. So I'm pretty sure that this is exactly like something I have in my bag. Next is probably one of my favorite stamps, the Mad Cat from Lone Star Discs. This guy is probably another fairway driver, it feels like. Yeah, fairway, 9.502. This is the same numbers as my Thunderbird, and if it flies like my Thunderbird, I'll be stoked because that disc is my workhorse. This is in, just feeling it feels like the Alpha plastic. It doesn't have a sticker on it, but I'm excited. And now is one of the discs I was most excited for, the Bowie. This looks like it might be in a glow. No, it's a Bravo plastic. This Bowie is apparently their most overstable distance driver as of right now.
Hey, Editing Anthony, that was true until they released the Tombstone after I filmed this video. By far the most overstable disc now.
But I'm gonna use it like my more stable Rive. Let's see though, the Bowie's numbers, 13.5 -1.3. Okay, so not super overstable, not a 0.3 like I would have expected. So this will probably be a bomber disc as well. Okay, last 4. To start with the last 4, we have another another curl. This one's in the alpha plastic, 173 grams. I think this thing is gonna go very far for me. Oh, it looks like a Guadalupe, which it has an awesome stamp. I love fishing, so it's super cool that there's a bass on there. Swamp Donkey down here. So, and then we have the BB6, which feels very weird. Not super weird, but it's like very thin rimmed. Is it a 4-speed or something? No, 5.5 -2.1. So it is understable mid-range, kind of most similar to my Fuse. So we'll have to see how that flies. And lastly, we have a Dos Equis, which is a sick stamp with some snakes on here. It is 8.4 -1.2, so not a lot of glide actually for an 8-speed. Might be similar to a T-Bird 3, but we'll have to test it out. Holy crap, thank you Lonestar for all these discs. This is what we're looking at in terms of fairway drivers, distance drivers, mid-ranges, and putters. So I'm interested to see what spot all these discs find in my bag just by feeling these discs that I'm gonna be putting with the penny putter. Probably gonna be very glidey, but I'm pretty used to that with my pures that I throw now. I'm really excited for the armadillo and the bull snake here. All these fairways, which is good because these are the discs I rely on most to get up to about 360, 380 feet. Might be able to push some of these further because I don't have anything that's flippy in my bag. And a lot of these discs are way flippier than stuff that I would normally buy off the shelves. Wow, they literally sent me a whole bag. This is gonna be more discs than I normally take with me on a course. And then my big boys, the Warbird and the Bowie. I'm excited to see which of these discs goes the farthest for me. But now we got a full bag of only Lonestar plastic. Super excited to throw them all. Check out my last video over here, and I'll see you in the next one.